Welcome to Once Upon a Pipe in this special Brown Bomber edition. Got today my very plain and simple Dr. Grabo bent, and I have no idea what I'm smoking in here. It's I think it's some Cherry Cavendish that I got from CVC when they were having their closeout last year. Anyways, I just threw that in here because I was in a big hurry to leave. Nevertheless, I want to just give a little bit of insight here, or maybe I should say perspective, to the incident that happened the other day with the young high school student that was thrown out of her chair by one of the school officers. The video went viral, and instantly it seemed like a judgment went out against that school officer, and it was automatically going to be investigated as a discrimination, a racial incident. My personal opinion, I don't think it was race, and I know a lot of people, especially African Americans, will say, well, there's no way he would have done that to a white girl. Actually, I'm not quite sure that that is the case. I think it's possible he could have done that to any student who was refusing to cooperate. Having said that, I will say this. I believe that his force that was used was absolutely too much. Okay, so yeah, I no doubt about it, way too much force, excessive force, and I think that's the only thing that should be looked at. We need to leave race out of it. I don't think it had anything to do with her being black. I don't think he woke up and said, I need to take out my wrath on some black child today. I don't think that's the case at all. So we do a great disservice to the law enforcement agencies and to the community anytime there is an incident involving a person of color and people in authority or in law enforcement, and label it as some type of racial thing. All right, but I want to also say this, as a dad, as a former teacher, okay, what I would tell my children is simply this. Number one, follow the rules, and you can avoid so much more of these incidents that seem to be taking place. How hard can it be? You know, just follow the rules. If she had just handed the cell phone over, thank you, God, for letting me in, or not even brought it to class, or gotten it out in the first place, there is no incident, period. Now, since she did bring it to class and did open it up, whether it was for 1 second or for 1 minute is irrelevant. She did what she wanted to do, and she does not want to take responsibility for that action. So when the teacher comes and says, okay, I need your phone. No, I'm not going to give it to you. You need to leave. No, I'm not going to leave. No, no, no. Then a school administrator comes. No, 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 I'm not going to comply. I'm not going to give you anything. Blah, blah, blah. And then they call in the school officer. And that's where things got kind of ugly. Well, let me say this. If my kids were in that situation, they're going to get a whipping when they get home. They're not going to be made out to be some hero, all right? They're not going to be made out to be the good person in it, or the victim, if you will. No. No, 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 no. And I realize that statement is going to upset many people who want to see this as everything is a victim. We're always a victim. No. We're a victim of our own stupidity. We are a victim of our own poor choices to try to make society revolve around us rather than fit into society, to go by our rules rather than the rules that have been given. And in a school situation, or even in a job situation, hey, the rules are there, and they're there for a reason, okay? But the first thing we do when we break the rules, now all of a sudden the authority comes, and we don't want to cooperate with authority, and now we have to be a victim of some type of abuse, okay? I just disagree with that. The whole deal in Ferguson, Missouri could have been very simply and easily resolved. Walking down the middle of the street, officer says, hey, you need to get off the street. Okay, I'll get on the sidewalk. End of the situation, of course, until they found him later and tried, and you know, they would have found out that he was wanted for that robbery that he committed. But no. Got to try to defy the authority and then make a big incident. Just stupidity. And then all of a sudden, because of the blindness and the stupidity in our society, become a hero out of all of this. That's disgusting. Makes me sick. Here's what people need to do. Black, white, Hispanic, I don't care which you are. Take responsibility for your own actions. And then, when you make a poor choice, own up to it, and don't cry when authorities come to discipline you or get you because you made a choice to break the rules or the law. Well, I'm home. That's all I've got to say. And that's how it is. And Once Upon a Pike.